Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Ryan Seymore, the owner of Comic Town in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my god, okay. This week, I feel like the fifth week has occurred and there's not as many books.
Right.
Still a bunch though.
And yes, there's still a bunch. And one of the very interesting things I noticed from this bunch is it is a lot of the smaller publishers.
It is. In fact, I didn't read a single DC comic this week.
Yeah. Thus far I haven't done that. Marvel also somehow.
I mean, I got 2 Marvels in my mix, but it was tough to make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's not that much. So, not saying that there's not any DC, just none that drew me in for this week. So,
which is true.
You know, it happens. Okay, so on the honorable mention side, we've got one that's the same.
Yep.
You have one that's got an amazing cover right there. I really need to know about this.
This one?
Yeah, because it's vibrant and beautiful, and I'm mad because I didn't see it.
Yes, from Vault Comics, Witchblood #1. And it is the creative team's part of it. Big chunk of it is from the Columbus, Ohio.
Shout out!
Yeah, Matthew Ehrman and Lisa Sterling. It is super cool. The art is really, really, really gorgeous. It's in that kind of like anime manga meets American, so it's got this very vibrant kind of style to it. The color choices are really, really cool because it's colors that work perfectly, but you wouldn't normally automatically go, I would use blue for this. So just awesome. All right, so the story in this is it's a supernatural world that lives parallel to ours. You know, it's happening. There's interactions, but most people don't know. My assumption for that is there. There is a witch who is the titular Witchblood, and she runs into a situation where she's got to get her motorcycle fixed, which leads to a vampire attack, which sounds like one thing on top of another, and it is, because the things masterfully are set in motion like dominoes, so it all flows perfectly. Really, really good. It gave me Coffin Bound, another Image title that I felt was trying too hard, in my opinion. This is the vibe that I think that they were shooting.
That they were aiming for?
Yeah. So it's fun. It's lighthearted. It is dark when it needs to be.
Right.
I'm still like that vampire dude that's in charge kind of freaks me out. It's giving me like a Lance Henriksen kind of vibe, and I don't want to be touched by him yet. Yeah, very, very cool. I highly recommend.
I like that. Okay, so trying to keep match with what you're talking about, I'm gonna go with crossover number 5. Okay. Things are happening faster right now, okay? So we know our little group of kind of, refugees, if you will, are trying to make a mad dash back to where they need to be, but things get, disrupted in a big, big bad way.
All right.
Yeah, so Donny Cates, Jeff Shaw in this one, if you've been following along, the way that Donny has kind of bridged the gap between, his own series, what is it, God Country?
Yes,
thank you. I was like, lost my mind for a second.
Sword.
Yeah, right, I was really about to be Volifax, that's the name of the book.
That's the one.
No, it's not.
It's not.
The way he's bridged that with other, pop cultural pieces has been, so cool.
Yeah.
This one, he has another nod, little 90s thing, little yay. It's fun. This is unbridled fun. I just feel like this is a writing exercise that he got to publish. And that's the coolest thing about it. It's just him waxing, and it's awesome. So, highly recommend. It was good.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Also from Image Comics, Two Moons #2. Also, first print or second print #1 hits the shelves this week. So, if you missed the first one, here's your chance. This is the one. All right. So, John Arcudi, artist Valerio Giordano, colors Bill Crabtree, letters Michael Heisler. Civil War era, U.S. Private in the I just said the good guys.
Say it.
Yeah, private for the good guys.
Yeah,
is of indigenous descent. He has been accused of murder. He did shoot the crap out of somebody.
But wait, there's more.
Mitigating circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that person was actually a demon at the time, but
I mean,
mean,
that sounds warranted to me.
Yeah,
just throwing it
like
out there.
if you get the chance, you take the shot. You do. As a
Alexander
former
Hamilton said.
Alexander Hamilton, Demon Hunter.
Yes. Wait.
Write that down.
Yeah. Okay.
So in this issue, facing court-martial, which is certainly going to mean he dies, we begin to delve deeper into the mysticism, the magic, the supernatural that exists in this world.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, this is so freaking good. Like if you've watched or read American Gods, and you're like, I like this.
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying this more.
Nice.
Especially after this particular issue.
Really?
Because there's a couple conversations that I don't think are supposed to happen in reality. Yeah, it's just gorgeously rendered.
That little piece I saw was delicious.
So definitely. If you miss number one, second part number one hits the shelves alongside number two. Grab them both.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, it's time to take a trip in the Wayback Machine. X-Men Legends number 2. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, Fabian Nicieza, Brett Booth. When I say that this just drips of 90s nostalgia goodness, I mean it's just head to toe covered in it. Okay, so we've got Adam X, who there was a revelation at the end of the first issue that we get explored just a little more here. This is interesting because it's like a done in two storyline.
Really?
Like, this ends the story of sorts.
Yeah.
Although it does leave the door open. Maybe a window crack, if you will. But for all intents and purposes, what this story needed to be, they told in 2 issues. And I was like, that's really tight. Like, I enjoyed that. This has so much intrigue and 90s references in it. Like, I would say the thing about this, that makes this, right?
I'm sold.
There are so many, like, editor's notes in this that, like, for any shop, you should literally mine your back issues and see if you can put together like one of those, like this is so stupid. Get like, a big bag and put all the different books that reference or are referenced in this one in one little package and see if that does some like, gang sales for you. Because I think it could. Like, how amazing would it be to get like, you buy this book, but then there's like a little package of all the references and you get that for like another $10.
Yeah. Because either generationally, you might not have been around when those were coming out, or you were, and you're not going to be able to find them.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, crap, I totally remember that.
Oh, my God.
Get that.
How cool would it be? So I'm just throwing that out there, right? If you do that, just shout me out. Be like, it's a Vic's Pick kind of package.
It works. Marketing.
But no, this was a lot of fun. Fabian, of course, is a legend and just still kills it. And it does not fail. Brett Booth, no matter what he draws, I read it in 1993. Like, that's just, like, I can't help but read it like that because it just speaks, like, it's a hallmark of a time that it will never not be that. So that took me back. It made me feel like a middle schooler, and I loved it. So, good job, guys.
So, the one book that we have the same up for the honorable mentions is The Cult of Dracula, #1 by Source Point Press.
Yes. Rich Davis, Henry Martinez. Okay, so I went in total blind. I love this cover. Like, let me just state that number one.
It's gorgeous.
The cover got me. Like, absolutely. I was like, let me check this out based on the cover alone. It's very, like, exploitation movie-wise. Like, it's pretty dope. I don't know which one this is, though.
That's the main cover.
This one's the main one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one we got Namath, Mayer, and more? Or is that like just saying like more people did the covers?
Well, I think there were several like exclusives.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, so jumping right in, here's what I didn't immediately pick up on is that it is like an interpretation of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
And like generally speaking, already that's a win for me. Like, because I love Dracula, like it's dope.
Yeah.
The take on it though, it is very unique.
Yes.
Like, I was not like, oh, where is this going? Like, where exactly does this go? And I'm going to say something really weird, okay? I feel like the production of this should have been uglier. I feel like this should have been produced as like this dark web ash can that is not nearly as polished because it's such a grindhousey story.
It really is.
Like, it was just like the weirdest thing in the world to say. You guys should have like skimped on production to just fit the vibe of this story that much more.
Use newsprint instead of the glossy paper.
Yes.
Because it's the twist on it, and it's not giving anything away.
Right.
Is the cult of Dracula is some kind of cult,
Literal.
and we don't know, is it supernatural? It leaves so much room for interpretation.
So much.
Just because the characters' names are Mina or Jonathan does not don't. Like it's because there's a couple of the things that are just need to be like it's gory. Like
it's
yeah.
I need this to be reprint. Travis, you're watching. I know you're watching. I need you guys to reprint this on crappy paper. Like, find the oldest paper stock you can and print that, right? Because it feels like something old that, like, even as an adult, I'm not supposed to be old enough to look at this.
Yeah, like it was some movie from like the 70s or 80s that never fully made it to theaters, and then you're catching it at the middle of the night, and it's just, you shouldn't be watching it.
Yeah.
But you are, because, oh my God, that splash page. I really wish that's what my first communion would have been like. But yeah, here I am.
Says so much. So this was a fun read.
Oh yeah.
It's again, it's one of those weird sort of recommendations that it almost suffers by being made with today's quality paper and stuff.
Because it has that throwback, gnarly, visceral vibe to it.
Yes, I think, from here on, like, I think you guys should definitely invest in, like, making aged versions of this, just because, like, I mean, dare I say Tijuana Bible style versions of this thing, because I think that would be so fantastic.
Yeah.
If I could recommend anything, guys, like, definitely take a page out of Ed Piskor's book. He's got his series, The Red Room, that he's got up that allows for, like, bootleg versions.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need some, like,
authentic
bootleg versions of this, because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Okay, acrylic time.
Yes. What we feel are the tippy top, cream of the crop.
Yeah. I'm going to start with one of my differents. Okay? Because we got two the same, one that's different. Better A Bill number 1. Daniel Warren Johnson is not a serial killer unless you are chalking up what he does to paper, because he kills it. Mike Spicer. Okay, so this does, like, some hefty work here. It's a King in Black tie-in. It's a tie-in to the current Thor story arc. Like, so much, like, lifting this does, but perfectly. I read this so fast, it made me mad when I got to the end of the book.
Dang it, more pages.
Yes, it was almost like, no, that's the, shite. Okay, so, clearly, Better A Bill. Everybody knows and loves Better A Bill.
Yeah.
Corbinite has a sidekick, Scuttlebutt. Where is he right now? He doesn't have Stormbreaker anymore because, Rune King Thor, the jerk, breaks it. Yeah. Right? Because, Better A Bill has an issue with working with Galactus. Yeah. Fair, I think.
Yeah.
But to really see the ramifications of this, man, like, he's lost a step. Like, that was his tool, his weapon. And I think we're going to see a very heartfelt classic adventure of Better A Bill trying to redeem his position. And I'm all for it.
And Warren's amazing.
Oh, God, is he? I mean...
Wonder Woman, was it Dead Earth?
Yep. Yeah. Murder Falcon. So good. Imagine that energy, but with Better A Bill.
Sold.
Yeah. There's nothing better than that. I'm a writer, y'all. I wrote that in my head and then said it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay,
all right.
I can't.
All right, this is the one where I know that I've got problems, and I probably shouldn't have scared away my therapist.
Or this is why you scared away your therapist.
Yeah. I Breathed a Body, number 3 from AfterShock Comics, Zach Thompson, Andy McDonald. Oh my God. Okay. There's so much going on, and I feel like I'm beginning to fully be at one with the story.
That is not okay.
And it's horrifying. All right, so it is definitely body horror. It is definitely existential because there's an existential piece of the puzzle.
What is that?
Oh, that's the head.
No. Oh.
Yeah, because it's transcending humanity. He's becoming art. He's becoming a god in his own way. All right. So, anyways, all right. This is part social media gone wrong.
Okay.
Like gone way off the rails.
Right.
So this kid who's, I don't know, family of what basically would be like internet royalty.
Okay.
And he accidentally dies, and so instead of doing what any normal parent would do,
right,
they begin utilizing his death and his body for additional social media views and the revenue that comes from that. And there's like hints in the first two issues about sort of like a supernatural aspect to it.
Right.
And it's in this issue that Zach really is like, I hope you noticed the M&Ms before. Here's the rest of the M&M brownie. And oh my God, it's so creepy and so amazing. And it's
this is the series where in the last issue they were like doing things and it was like changing the view count. And this is literally why I stopped reading it, because that was too much for me.
Yeah,
that was way too much for me. And now, like, hearing you talk about it, I'm so glad that I checked out, because this is too dark.
It's dark. Yeah, I mean, this is like,
no, I don't want it.
But it's got the hat.
Oh no, man, that's creepy, man.
It's like if Hellblazer and Baby Groot had a baby.
Oh my God, that should never
or Hellraiser and Baby Groot had a baby.
That should never ever be. That is, I don't like that description.
I am pain. I don't know, whatever his catchphrase is going to be. Hold on.
I am now seeing Baby Groot with a bunch of nails in his face. That is not okay, man.
And that's what Zach does to your mind.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Zach.
I am pain. And then, like, when he gets you and he's grown and he brings it all together and he looks at you in your face, and right before you die, he goes, "We are pain." That's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. Okay.
Yeah, it's that good.
Yeah?
Sure.
Of course.
All
also
right.
from AfterShock, Nuclear Family #2. Stephanie Phillips, Tony Chastain, sorry. Okay. Forget you guys. This is dope. Okay?
Yeah.
So, first issue, we get like this day in a life kind of thing.
Yeah.
We follow this guy, Tim, and his family.
1950s Korean War vet, just doing what...
He's getting by, right? Like day to day. All of a sudden, bombs drop.
Yeah.
Nuclear. It's bad, right? Milwaukee, gone. This picks up where the Scooby-Doo is so thick here.
Yeah.
Like there's this outcome from this fallout. There's, families disoriented. They're interacting with people. And there's like this looming mystery. Like it's there.
How did they survive?
How?
Like, there was a nuclear bomb, and their house wasn't made out of that refrigerator from Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls.
Not at all. In fact, why was their house the only one standing? Like, this is not normal, right? And I tell you what, the genius of the bunch, the daughter, when she...
That was the smartest question.
Oh, my God. Because it was like, how... With all the things that is being thrown out here...
Yeah.
To take that second and go, wait, what? And then to hear the answer and be like, okay, hold on. You guys are joking, right? Like, you're just playing with this? Like, that's not a thing. I am so locked into this one. Yeah. Like, I don't even... Because you don't really know anything.
Yeah.
Like, you still don't know...
None of the characters know anything.
Like, but you're with them, like, the whole way. Like, this is so fun. The story's based off of a Philip K. Dick short story. Yes.
And oftentimes we'll see that material translated onto the big screen or something as like Minority Report, which became this big action adventure, as opposed to just like, what are the ramifications of all the various different realities based on choices?
Right.
this creative team has fully locked in to the Philip K. Dickian nuance of this story and how I can't say that because that would be giving
no, you can't say that, but it's quite brilliant. And again, like, narratively speaking, I can't tell you exactly what the hook is, but I'm loving the questions.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, this is one where we haven't seen the twist or the turn that's like, oh, this is what the story is about. But they've posed such interesting questions that you just want to keep reading to find out. So this was amazing. I really loved it. Like, super loved it. Like, no joke.
This book, though, was like the sneak surprise joy of the week. I did not expect to love this book as much as I did.
I didn't either. I read it first, even.
So this was number 3 for me.
Okay. So you were kind of warmed up.
Yeah.
I read it first because I hadn't heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Destiny New York, Black Mask, issue 1. Now, looking at the creative team, I only knew one name. Maybe two. Pat Shand, you know I love you. So I recognized his name. So that was like definitely like, okay, I'm gonna grab this one because Pat wrote it. Yeah. I'm gonna jump in and check this out. Jim Campbell, I do know that name as well. But everyone else, I was at a loss. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's find out. Let's just jump in and let's see. Manuel, I love you.
Yeah, your art is just, it's so pencil-y, and the way that you bounce between memories and thoughts and the way that art is drawn versus the hard lines of reality.
Oh my god, it's so
primo.
Good. It's so good. Okay, for a first issue, this bad boy is thick.
Yes,
okay,
it's double sized.
Yeah.
No ads.
None. $3.99 though.
Yeah.
Okay, $3.99. Brilliant. Okay, so, dude, this is okay. How do we? If you are into books like Saga, I think that's a proper one. I'm struggling to find other referential books to throw out here.
Yeah, because there's the magical element, and they poke fun at it.
They kind of do.
Really, really well. Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't know how to compare this to anything
because it's unique.
It's so very unique, and I mean that in the greatest way possible. Okay, so if this is the great return of romance comics, right?
There's definitely some romance going on for sure.
Lots of romance. This is how you do it. Like, you just tell beautiful, involved stories that are both fun to read and amazing to look at.
Yep.
This is literature. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, it's such a modern love story. I would watch this movie. I would watch this show.
Oh, it'd be amazing as a show,
right?
I'd be hooked because it's the world is magic and people know about it. People are destined, hence Destiny New York.
Yeah.
Some people have. There's people called seers,
right.
And basically they will prophesy like, oh yeah, like this dude right here is gonna fight the most evil warlock ever and win.
Yes.
But the thing is, if you're making that over a kid,
how do you deal with that?
Yeah.
Right. Like, for Harry Potter, he had to go to a school.
Yeah.
In order to understand the prophecy that was put on his head. Because he didn't even know anything about it.
Yeah.
Right? So, in that same way. So, okay, there you go. If you like Saga and Harry Potter
as one.
But is, dare I say, more inclusive.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, like way more inclusive, okay? I don't know if that's... Pat wrote a thing in the back, and I didn't read it because I came in late and I needed to get to reading. But, like, I wonder if that's a thing, like, purposefully, like, trying to, answer that, like, trying to address that. Like, this is so dope.
Yeah.
This is so dope.
Yeah, because it's dealing with here's a prophecy, like this is what this character is supposed to do, and then how the rest of just life functions around that.
Yes.
And how at some point, inevitably, if it's a real prophecy, there's going to be some kind of collision.
It's got to be.
That can't be escaped.
Right. Because it's destiny.
Yeah.
Literal. By all means, y'all, like, this is a book that I'm daring you to challenge your readership. If you were planning to grab, a Spider-Man book, a Batman book, Superman book.
That you were going to white knuckle.
Yeah.
You're like, I hate buying it.
Yeah. Step away and pick this one up. Now, obviously, this is for grown-ups.
Yes.
There's mature ideas in this. There's loving. Nothing gratuitous, but it's still enough that it could make, some parents uncomfortable for younger readers. So, but, like, seriously, if this is such a perfect fifth week book, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you just go into the shop and you don't know, grab this book. Like, please grab this book because it deserves more eyes on it than I'm sure. Because I didn't know about this book. Like, I had no idea this was coming.
Yeah.
I just happened to grab it. It's a #1. It's a cool cover.
Yeah. And you got to think, any other week, like, normally there's, 80 to 100 titles that come out.
I could have missed this.
Yeah.
Like, Black Mask, for releasing this week, good job. Good job.
Super smart.
Holy crap. This is book of the week. Like, without question, book of the week. And, wow.
Yeah. It's so... Yeah, I can't, like, because of the zero spoiler aspect of the show. Because there's...
That's so...
a triangle.
There's a triangle. There's things of biblical proportions.
Right?
Like...
Because you don't have a name like that.
You don't. You clearly do not.
Yeah.
That definitely has meaning. This was a fantastic read.
Yeah. And 2 homages to, like, one of my favorite wizards of all time, and then Harry Potter.
So, yeah, this was fun. This is a fully realized world. Yeah. I'm invested. Like,
right. The rules were so simply laid out.
Amazing.
And matter of factly. Like, it wasn't like you had a narrator like, oh, and then this. Like,
maybe this happens.
Like, no. Cool. I know the rules. Let's do this.
Here it is. And, man, that's good.
Yeah.
Pat Shan, I now have to fight you to up my level as a writer. Like, I think that's the only way that I will get better now is I must, we have to do fisticuffs. This is the gauntlet is thrown, and know that I love you. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please, by all means, hit that thumbs up. Click that. Let us know that you liked it, because we need that goodness in our life.
Yeah, and we do this every week.
Yeah.
So if you're like, you know what, I kind of like this. I wonder if I can watch it next week. We do. Every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, depending on life.
It happens.
We get it posted. Hit the subscribe and the bell.
That way you get it in your DMs all the time. All of this.
Yeah.
And some of this. Together.
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Like oatmeal and...
Whoa.
And...
pickle juice.
Oh, my God. Did your dad made that for you, too, as a kid?
Yeah. Oh, God. I was trying to figure out what I could say, and I was like, Dad? Like, I was like, no, because he'll see that. He'll get so mad at me.
God, that would taste so bad. I can't... Dill pickle? Sweet pickle?
It doesn't matter.
We have our next food challenge.
No! Oh, my God. Oh. Okay.